Back in 2004, my journey began by giving up an office job that was killing me inside. I was just surviving and decided that it just wasn't good enough. I took a leap of faith and enrolled at college to study holistic therapies full time. I had very small savings, no support. My job was only paying me enough to survive. I had to change my life. I was just going nowhere. Suffering from anxiety, nervous tension, loneliness, pain, and feelings of anger and frustration which constantly consumed me. I was living with these feelings, and subconsciously I was searching for an answer. Living with an alcoholic for 12 years put me on a knife edge. I was controlled, manipulated. I did as I was told through fear. If I didn't, I was mentally bullied. I felt scared and worthless. I was searching for some life, someone to love me. I was desperate to be needed. Peter and I had two beautiful boys who are now aged 19 and 21. I brought the children up virtually on my own since my eldest boy was 5 years old. After 12 years of living with Peter, on my 30th birthday, I had enough. I was at my wit's end, and it was a wake-up call. This man didn't care about me. I was getting out. I could not stand living in a suffocating environment any longer. Nothing was worth the fear. Nothing was worth the feeling of how he treated me. It was like I was nothing. Our 5-bedroom house was repossessed. The boys and I moved into a council accommodation. I was really relieved. I was so relieved. The house was disgusting, the council house I moved into. But I made the most of it. The boys and I slept in one room. Their father he moved to a lovely 2-bedroom flat overlooking the water. The children's father didn't pay a penny towards child support and just decided to give up work. In addition to all this, and to make matters worse for my boys, their father passed away 2 years ago as a result of years of alcohol abuse, smoking, and an overdose of medication. My eldest son found his father dead in bed. He was traumatised. I will never forget the pain I felt from seeing my son go through such unnecessary trauma. The emotional abuse I suffered from Peter was so painful that I became dead inside. I did only what I knew, so I didn't have to suffer an aggressive husband. I simply did as I was told. I thought that by doing this, I wouldn't have to go through any more mental torture from him. How very wrong was I? At 16, I was told I was selfish, and it just stuck with me, and I believed it. It's mad when I look back. So when Peter told me when I was selfish, I believed that I was a really bad person. In my 20s, I had an amazing figure. Even after my children, I used to hide away in baggy, unflattering clothes. If I had any attention from a male, Peter would make out that I was encouraging them, and it made me frightened and scared. I couldn't really bond with anyone. I was scared, living on tenterhooks the whole time, never being able to relax, just living on adrenaline. In my early 20s, I went on antidepressants and sedatives, not knowing why, what to do. I just felt so down and worthless. I had an eating disorder. This helped me feel in control of something in my life. What was happening to this beautiful, sensitive, gifted girl, not having a clue about who she was, what she wanted in life? Not a clue. Not a clue. And feeling like she had no brain. I was not being heard, not being able to feel. I was always had to get on and not make a fuss. And I just got told what to do from a very early age. At school it was Georgina could do better. I was never good enough. I was in a low class, didn't have a lot of encouragement. Little did I realise that I had a wonderful brain, but nobody bothered to find out what was in it. Deep anxiety was eating away, so fearful of what people thought of me. Inside I was desperately shy with no confidence, but showed a different side to the outside world. I have spent a lifetime thinking I am a nuisance, being told not to overthink, don't be so sensitive, and have spent too long trying to make people like me. I am pleased to say that that really has all changed now. I have stopped blaming people, trying to control situations as it got me nowhere, and I'm now taking responsibility for myself. I have finally found out who I am, the good and the bad bits. I have worked hard, really hard, to get to this place of inner peace. Although very painful at times, it has been worth every step. There will always be work to be done. I finally have a purpose, which I have been looking for a long time. I have love in my life from friends and family. Great things are happening that I never thought possible. I believe I came into this world a sensitive little girl needing lots of love, attention and attentiveness towards my sensitivity. I am now honouring myself with what I need. I no longer need to be dishonest, controlling and manipulative to get what I want. I am now in a place of knowing that all my dreams really can come true. Foundations for Living have helped me so much to get to this place. Raven has been amazing. All started back in 2011, and every step of the way, it's been worth every single step, every single painful moment to get to this point now. I know now that I can have peace, freedom, love and abundance and do whatever I choose. It's all there for me.